Okay, so thank you for joining me for this guided meditation to connect with your inner teacher. I'm specifically saying inner teacher because there is so many different sources of that we can receive our information. It can be from your angels, it can be from your guides. But what I want to really take it back to is our inner voice. We want to take it back to our inner teacher, the part of our soul that was never actually been born, that's always been connected with that higher wisdom, the higher all-seeing, knowing wisdom. And I think this is really an important point that we're taking it back to ourselves. We're not looking for our information from the outside. So what we want to do is really just put the intention. The foremost and at the forefront is this: we're connecting with our inner teacher, okay, our inner guide. So to do this, it's really important to create this loving and an honest relationship with yourself. So when you are receiving information, you can say, is this coming from my ego? Is this coming from my fears? Or is this coming from really, it feels, like this feels like an inner knowing that this is the right thing to do for myself. This is the right decision to take. And doing this, cultivating this relationship can take 10 or 15 minutes a day. It can be, once you put the intention, it can be just simply writing in your journal. And you can start off by putting, dear inner guide, what would you like me to know today? And then just let it flow. It can be going for a walk in nature. It can be your daily meditation practice, your daily yoga or Tai Chi, um, bicycling, swimming. It's just giving that time and space to let that inner voice communicate with you instead of being on, busy and having to do or on your phone or so it's just like making it important, like you would want to do with any personal relationship that you have in your life. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take a couple minutes to be comfortable. Make sure you're in a comfortable position. It can be sitting or laying down, whichever you prefer. And just take a couple deep breaths. And those deep breaths you're taking are like really noticing your heart, okay? Coming into your heart center. You're feeling yourself sitting or laying. You're coming into your body, into this present moment. Okay. If you want to, you can even rub your hands together. We're connecting the two hemispheres of the brain, the critical side and the more creative side, which is what we want our information to come from these two sources also. Okay. And now we're going to take 3 deep breaths. And these deep breaths, we're going to imagine we're having beautiful white light coming from above, coming from below, from Mother Earth. Okay, we're just grounding in this information, this energy, centering our heart. And then we're going to take 3 deep breaths into the heart, center. And with each deep breath, we're going to be creating this beautiful sphere, this beautiful ball of white light. Okay, and with each deep breath, it's getting bigger. And with the third one, it's actually surrounding us. Okay, this is a white light of protection. Okay, and this voice of your inner guide you're going to find within 2 places, one in your heart and one here in your, let's say in your intuition, in your third eye chakra. Okay, and so what we're doing today is saying a prayer to our inner guide, our inner teacher, to please come to the forefront, to be within my heart chakra. So when I ask for a question or I ask for guidance, I can feel this space. I can feel this information. I can feel this guidance. But my intention is coming from my inner guide. Just taking a couple deep breaths. Acknowledging that intention. Now we're going to take a couple deep breaths. And we're putting our attention on our third eye chakra. And we're calling on and inviting the presence of our inner guide to be at the forefront. When we're asking for guidance intuitively, so we can feel that knowingness within. And we're feeling and acknowledging this loving connection. We're feeling and acknowledging our commitment to this personal relationship. Or even bowing, if you feel like it, in reverence, acknowledging this higher vibration that's part of us, that's within us. Okay, and it's within this space of knowingness and calmness that you can begin your daily practice. You can ask that question, you can put that intention. And if you were going to write, you would now take your pen and just let the information flow. If you're going for a walk, you're just walking and just let the conversation begin. If you're just going to lay in meditation, you can stay there just calmly. And what you're doing is just listening. If the voice is ever critical, then that's not your higher guide. Okay, that's not your inner guide. If the voice is worrying, again, that's not your inner guide. Just let those worries or those criticisms just flow. Just let them go. You don't need to argue with them. You don't need to have a conversation with them. Just let them flow. And then start listening again to that voice that's going to be calm and loving. It's going to feel right. True inner guidance feels expansive. It feels opening. And just once you feel like you've received the answers, you've received the guidance, just receive and just feel that, how you feel that calmness. We're going to thank our inner guide for communicating with us, for the gratitude of having this option. Okay, 3 deep breaths as we're coming back into our body. Back into the present moment. And you can open your eyes. Okay, so what's a really good idea now is if you did receive guidance or whatever guidance you've received, just to write it down and go back to it at another time. And also create a practice, a daily practice that you enjoy. Find a place that you enjoy being, a place that you might like sitting outside or somewhere, but important that you're comfortable and that you enjoy it because it's something that you want to look forward to each day. Okay. And again, really important that you write down what you've received so that you can go back to it later, maybe a month later, a week later, even a year later, and think, "Oh, look how that was right." Okay, so if you enjoyed this meditation, I'm going to be publicating, publicizing more meditations about how to connect with your inner guides, about what it means to have a daily practice, the importance of the intention that you're putting into your daily practice or into your life in general. So I look forward to seeing you again soon.